Good evening, friends. Welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. I'm glad that you could join me this evening on my live. And if you aren't watching live, then I'm glad that you are watching on the replay. Once you hop on, say hi in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from. I happen to be in Central Kansas this evening, like always. But again, tell me hi. Tell me where you're watching from. I am using an online platform called StreamYard. So I'm live in 3 locations this evening. So if you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your comment feed, that viewer may be watching from a different platform. Also, if you are in my private Facebook group, if you wouldn't mind giving StreamYard access to your profile name and pic, there is a permission link at the very bottom of the description of the video. If you click that link, that just allows StreamYard to pin your comment to your name and profile pic. Otherwise, you show up as Facebook user, and I don't know who to say hi to. So let's go ahead and say hi. I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door. And again, as you're coming on, say hi in the comments. I got to grab a quick drink, and then I'm going to put in a cough drop because I'm getting a little hoarse. I feel that tickle coming on. So let me grab either a mint or a cough drop, if you don't mind. Hello, Miss Julie from South Carolina. Bonita is on. Yes, I can see you. So sorry to pop a mint, but it's either listen to me chew on a mint or listen to me cough. So a mint it is. So quite a few on. Julie, it looks like this might be I don't know if this is your first time watching. Welcome if it is. With that, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera so that we can see what we are working on this evening. To be honest, I had issues trying to figure out what to do tonight. I have so many things that I need to do and want to do that I kind of had decision paralysis. But I did decide on using the wood cutouts. So the wood cutouts have 2 leaves and a cute little acorn. And then this is the acorn or the leaves cutout patterns transfer. This one is an 18 by 18 transfer. This transfer is reusable about 8 to 12 times, depending on how well you take care of it. Because it is reusable and because I want to return it to this backer sheet, I just need to write somewhere on the back that this is the back of the transfer. And I may eventually cut this one up because I store it based on the size of the transfer. I store them based on the size of the transfer. So I may cut this one up because I will store it away in smaller pieces in my with my other wood cutout transfers. Benita says she's been there before. Decision paralysis. Whew, it's a struggle here lately. I have so many things I need to do and want to do that I just sit on the couch and do nothing. I'm glad that these came back out because I did not get them last year. I was kind of sad. So that's what we will be using tonight. You'll also notice that this transfer has these white lines on them. These are suggested cut lines. And until I decide what I want to do as far as storing this transfer, I may leave it on the 18 by 18, but I bet that I cut it up. But until then, I do like to leave my backer sheet fully intact so I have less pieces to store. So I score along the line. So I'm going to lift this portion of my transfer up, and I'm just going to put my scissors underneath the transfer and literally score across that line. And I've done the rest of it ahead of time, so you didn't have to watch and listen to me do that. Also, ahead of time, I lightly sanded my wood cutouts with just some 220 grit sandpaper. I also pre-waxed them. So you can use the Couture surface wax, which is clear, which I like, but I kind of wanted to darken my edges a bit. And if you don't have the Couture wax, you can always use the Minwax finishing wax. And I did use the special dark formula just to give my edges a little bit of distress. So the colors I'm using, I tried to pick a trio of colors, and these are way outside my comfort zone. So I think I'm going to use Camel, Eucalyptus, and the new Forest color because I have not used it yet. I don't think I've used it yet. And then I'm going to use Currant Jam, Pesto, and the new Rust color. So I'll do one side this trio of colors and the other side this trio of colors, because these patterns, there's enough patterns where you can do each cutout on both sides. So let's go ahead and get started. I will, after the video is over, go back and link the shopping supplies in the comments of the video on Facebook. On YouTube, I will put it in the description of the video. So I am going to, first, let's just move this out of the way until we're ready for another one. And even though I waxed, I still want to fuzz this transfer just a little bit. It is sticky back, but I just want to knock off a bit of that fuzz. So, oops, oh, there we go. So I just want to knock back a little bit of the fuzz. You can use any terry cloth tail that you want. And so I'm just going to line this up. It looks like it fits. Yeah. Let me make sure. Sometimes these wood cutouts are side specific, which that one is. I can tell by the direction that the stem goes. So I'm just lining it up as best as I can. And I'm going to lift it up towards the light to make sure I've got it I don't know if you can, I don't know if I can get it to where you can see through it. But I can see through the green portion of the transfer just enough that I can see where I've placed it. I'm going to borrow this. There isn't any silkscreen adhesive portion right here. And so because this side of my transfer dangles, it's actually lifting the transfer up. So I'm going to just put this other wood cutout here. Same way with this side. Looks like they're all doing that. So I would get something that's a similar height, and then that lifts those edges up so it doesn't bend your transfer over, and it was literally pulling it up off of the surface. So now I'm going to burnish around all the edges. Do I have something else? A stack of color trays. Let's see if that works. One too many. That works. Okay, so now we just have to decide on colors. I think I want to use this color combo on the pattern, the more Scandinavian-ish patterns, and I'll use the traditional fall color on like the stripes and the dots patterns. Well, this one is brand new. I have not used it. It's a gorgeous kind of a hunter green, jade green color. I'm just going to use my squeegee and get all of that paste off of the foil. I'm going to save every last drop. So I'm just going to stick my squeegee into the paste. And because this does not have a lot of adhesive, it has a lot of silkscreen, I really need to try to be light-handed. The harder I push, the more I'm going to wrinkle and pull my transfer, which will buckle the silkscreen, which will then cause bleeding and bubbles. And I don't want that. Oh, this is a gorgeous color. I may do like an ombre on one of the shapes, but for most of the shapes and patterns, I just want to go simple, one color. Very light-handed. Jason says he likes this color. It's beautiful. So now I'm just kind of evening everything out, trying to get rid of any of my little squeegee lines, because those will dry in your design. And then I'm going to take all of that excess and put it back in my jar, because I can reuse all that. So then let's peel and reveal, my favorite part. You ready? I'm going to peel it kind of slowly. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this over there. Let's get that dried before something happens to it. Jason says, wow. Benita says, that's a beautiful green. It is really pretty. It'll be perfect for all of the fall and Christmas decor. Where is that color? Look at that. Stunning color. If you aren't a big like Kelly green Christmas green aficionado, then this is the perfect green for you. So let's lay that to the side. Let's get our transfer back out. Let's do the next size leaf. Leave this one. Again, I want to fuzz just a little bit just to knock back some of that adhesive. Just trying to decide if I want to do an ombre or not. I might. I don't know. I didn't get that one on there very well. I'm going to lift it up toward the light. And again, see if I can catch both of those edges. Let's move it that way. No, it shifted on me. These are a little difficult, but doable. Okay, I think that works. That under there, so we can lift that up. And again, I'm doing that because if I let this side of the transfer sag, it pops the silk screen up right here. So if I just place that there, it's less droopy and it will stay a little bit more in contact with my wood cutout. And I tell you, these wood cutouts are perfect if you don't have access to a jigsaw or don't feel comfortable with a jigsaw or you don't have a laser, which is all the rage. These wood cutouts are perfect for that. No fuss, no muss, no finger loss. So then this color is eucalyptus. I think I'm just going to go straight colors just for ease. So again, I'm just putting some on my squeegee and I'm just going to light-handedly gently move that paste around because there is a lot of silk screen and not a lot of adhesive. The easier I push that paste around, the less my transfer is going to buckle. I don't normally like to turn my squeegee this way, but because I have this transfer stuck to other things, I can't turn it around as easy. So I'm just going to even out my squeegee lines. I'm going to put all of that excess back in my jar. And I think, and just to show you how easy it is to clean up, I can clean up my squeegee with a wet rag or wet wipe. Just to try to keep up with the mess. Okay, and then let's pull this off. I'm just holding down this leaf down with one of my stir sticks in one of the negative areas so that my cutout. It does not come up with my transfer. Again, let's give that a dry. There is that green, very pretty. That's eucalyptus, right next to that one. And so then we'll do our acorn. And then I'll take a brief break and we'll wash those 3 transfers. So I can show you how easy that portion of the cleanup is. Again, I'm just going to fuzz it a few times. And then let's line it up. Surprisingly, that matched up better, flipping it over. Okay, so let's stick the pumpkin right there. Kind of running out of props. That's too tall. Let's grab. I've got another stack here that we can use. I have plenty of color trays. Okay, that kind of works. These are too tall. Okay, that works. Okay, so now we're going to get out our camel. This is a really pretty brown, kind of a tan brown color. Perfect for an acorn. Again, light-handed because there isn't a lot of adhesive. I don't want my silk screen to buckle. Okay, so I'm going to take off the excess. Wash off my squeegee. Okay. Done with those 3. And then let's pull off our transfer. Oh boy, I got stuff everywhere. I don't know how I got paste over there. Okay. Okay, let's give this one a dry, and then while they're all 3 drying, we'll wash our transfers. And if you don't get them lined up, that's okay. See, I missed a little spot right there on the stem, so I have a little bit of white showing. Not that big of a deal. Let me show you all three of these together. Very pretty. I like those. Very fall, very bohemian. This is probably a little dark maybe, but I really like it. So there are those three. Let's take a little intermission. I'm going to throw that out. And let me show you how easy it is to clean your transfers. Pop that one in the water. Scooch all that back a little bit. Okay, so you just need a water source to clean these. Easy peasy. I just have a little tub here, but you can use a utility sink, your kitchen sink. So I'm just going to, I actually like to just kind of scrub it a little bit, paste side down on the bottom, just to kind of, I don't know, break up all of that paste a little bit. And then you just take your wet board eraser or a rag, and you just want to wipe all of that paste away. I do hold on to one end, just to kind of help keep from stretching my silk screen. And then, so I've done the front, I'm going to flip it over and do the back. And I've been finding that this really helps to get any of that stubborn paste that might stick into your silk screen. That rubbing the back really helps. Okay, so then I'm going to get a disinfecting wipe. Doesn't matter the brand, you just don't want to use a baby wipe because those sometimes will have, I'm gonna knock all that over, some lotions and other things in those, and you don't want those on your transfer. It will mess with the adhesive. So then you can just leave this over here on a towel, sticky side up, or you can put it back down on its backer sheet. It takes maybe 10-15 minutes to dry, if that. Bonita says, is there a way to get the shimmer off the stencils? Not really. If you watch Ken's creations, Ken Hess, he swears by, there's a particular Norwex rag, but those aren't the cheapest. I haven't ever used them, but he swears that it does help remove more of the shimmer, but I don't think you can 100% ever get it off. You can always tell which transfers I've used with the shimmer paste because they're usually a little sparkly. Okay, since this one was my first one, I'm going to let it reconstitute a little bit. Again, using the same disinfecting wipe. Okay. This one's probably going to turn my water really dark, so you probably won't see anything, but okay. Let's do it this direction. And my word of advice is, if you're ever placing an order, always add on, if you can, a package or two of board erasers. They're very inexpensive. A package of 2 is, I think, $2.99. The price, I don't think the price of those increased. Because you never know when they're going to be sold out or you're going to run out, because they're great not only for your surfaces, they're great for your transfers as well. Okay, so that's clean. Let's put the water away before I totally spill it everywhere. And then put these back on. the backer sheet. I don't usually I just let mine air dry back on the backer sheet. My utility sink is in the other room. And so if I leave them to dry in there, then I have a tendency to forget about them. So I just clean them in here with that little tub. And then while they're still damp, I put them back on this backer sheet. And they're actually a little easier to place, I think, back on the backer sheet while they're still damp versus dry. Oops. I don't think that, well, maybe it does go this way. Get that one on good. Okay, so now we can pull off this one and we'll go in order again. So we'll do the big leaf. Put that out of the way. Put that out of the way. Okay, I'm going to put this, no, yeah, this one's a different one. I'm going to put this towel down so that I don't scratch the back side of my leaf when I chalk this back side. So I'm going to fuzz a few times. Whew, that makes it a little hard to see what's up and down, and Houndstooth is one of my favorite patterns. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our other color palette, which is Currant Jam, Pesto, and Rust. I think we'll save Rust for the acorn. I think let's do Currant Jam on this one. Okay, I think I'm just, like I said earlier, I think I'm just going to do one color. This one has a little bit more sticky, so even though the edges are droopy, it's not lifting except right there. So I'll just prop that edge up so it doesn't pop the edge of my transfer up. Excuse me. And again, we'll just scrape all of this paste all over where the silkscreen area is. Excuse me. If you're pasting along and all of your paste starts to creep along up your squeegee and there isn't a whole lot left at the end, you can you can kind of point your squeegee down at a 45-degree angle, and it'll help kind of scrape some of that paste either onto your surface or back onto the tip of your squeegee so that you can actually access all of that paste. And then to scrape all of your excess off, you want it perpendicular at a 90-degree angle to your surface. That's pretty much how I paste all of the time. So my paste does start to, I use all of the paste at the tip, and so all my paste is stuck back here. So I do just have to remember to scrape it at a 45. So then I can take all of that excess and put it back in my jar. So there is the houndstooth. In our house, this would be a perfect Boomer Sooner leaf. In other, it might be a Roll Tide leaf, although I think they're more red than they are kind of a maroon color. It's a great Salina Central leaf. Okay, so there is our houndstooth leaf. And on the flip side, we have the forest green fall pattern. Very pretty. So let's set that one to the side. And then we'll get this one out next. And this one is the stripes. Oops, I didn't get that one. This one might be a fun one to not necessarily do an ombre on, but I could do the stripes different colors. Maybe I'll think about it while I'm putting it on. Well, that worked perfect. Let's put this under there to keep that. Everywhere else is pretty good. Okay, I think I'm going to alternate. I think. I don't know. Okay, so I have one. I think I'm going to alternate the stripes. I think I'm going to go this color, this way. So we're going to do the current jam at the top. And I'm using the multi-tool. Ooh, the pesto is a wee bit thick. Not too thick. Okay, and then this is the rust. I need a lot more than that. Okay, because my pesto is on a wee bit on the dry side, I'm going to go ahead and pull these 3 sections up so that my pesto and the other paste don't dry in the silk screen. Because if the paste dries in the silk screen and you go to pull it up, the paste will stay inside the silkscreen and won't stay adhered to your surface. These multi-tools are great for these small little areas. I have made a mess. Okay. And we'll get rust. Okay, then we'll pull that section up. Then we'll go back in with current jam. Our last pesto. That's way too much. And our last rest. Okay, so now let's pull that section off. Very pretty. So let's get that dry. Jason says that one is fun. It's a little hard on your eyes in the camera, but so is that one, to be honest. Let's flip that back around. There's that one. And that one will play with your eyes a little bit. Again, there's the other side. Then let's put the lid on those. Clean that up. Cleanup is easy peasy. On that one, I'm going to need to baby that one a little bit. She needs some water. Oops, I need to leave that one out. I'm not done with that one. Okay, last leaf, or acorn actually. This one is the polka dot. I'm a sucker for polka dots. Should we do all one color, or should we do the hot mess? The hot mess / marbling. What do you think? Let's see. It's going to have to be how it works. Okay, let's stick these underneath. Jason says single color. Anybody else want to vote for either hot mess or single color? Okay, I think we'll go single color then. So this is the rust color. So I'm going to get a little bit more than that. Again, because there isn't a lot of adhesive. Oh, Bonita just says she loves the hot mess. Yeah. Well, we'll just do one color. And these would be fun to do if you just had the transfer and didn't have the cutouts. You could easily paste these shapes on like some canvas and make some little stuffy things. These work great on wood surfaces that are not cutouts. Bonita says probably wouldn't have looked good for the acorn since there's so much screen though. No, it probably would have worked. Let's wipe that off. So less than an hour from start to finish. I probably have about less than 10 more minutes of cleanup. We have some cute autumn leaf cutouts that are perfect for your tier. There is a lot of silk screen for your tiered trays. I got it on my finger. Your mantles. Got a little bit on its nose right there. The nice thing with these is if you get it on the edges, you can lightly sand it off. So if I got any on the sides where I didn't want, I could lightly sand that. And you can paint these wood surfaces. You could completely sand it down to its raw wood and stain them a different color. You can paint them with your watered down chalk paste. Bonita says, good choice, Jason. That looks great. And we could embellish if we wanted to. I don't know if I want to, though. I have some beads out here because I think these might be a bit too big. I was going to tie some twine around the stems to where the beads dangled like right in here, to where whatever, didn't matter what side you displayed these on, the beads would still show. when it's not quite dry. But I don't know, I might just leave them. Put that way. So we have this set that was Current Jam, Pesto, and Rust. And then we can flip them over. And this side is Eucalyptus, Forest, and Camel. So do you like, so we'll say this is side A with the Eucalyptus, Forest, and Camel, or do you like side B better? This one is the Current Jam, Pesto, and Rust. I have to say, because of that forest color, I really like this side. That forest color is where it's at. So tell me if you like side A or side B better. And no, there's no right or wrong answer. Jason says he likes them both. Let's get these put back in there. This color trays come in handy for all sorts of uses, not just for color trays. Okay, I'm going to show you a few things. Bonita says A. She loves those colors, so this is side A. Okay, just a few little housekeeping things. Normally this would be monthly, hashtag monthly transfer Monday, but I couldn't find any inspiration, but this is still a really cute transfer. This is an exclusive B-size transfer that only Club Couture members and designers can get. It is part of a monthly DIY subscription kit that gets mailed to your mailbox every month. It comes with not only the transfer, but 3 paste singles, and this month's colors are Black Velvet, Camel. Is that Camel? I can't read from here. Yeah, Black Velvet, Camel, and Rust, which Rust is one of the colors we use tonight. There is free shipping with this DIY monthly kit. There is a 3-month minimum commitment to join, but you can cancel at any time after that 3-month commitment. Also, as a club member, you get $5.99 US shipping for any on the first chalk site order of the month. After that, I believe it's an $8.99 flat rate shipping. So if you want any information, you can type club in the comments. Let me just go back and, okay, let's check in the comments. Also, if you are a club member this month, nope, wrong graphic. You can receive these select A-size transfers at 50% off retail price. You just have to be logged into your Club Couture account on my chalk site, and those prices will show up while you're shopping. Also, there is a last chance section, and there are some brand new Halloween items that are now in the last chance. The Halloween Damask, the Hocus Pocus Broom Co., the jack-o'-lantern faces, the apothecary jars that I used last week, 'Tis the Season to be Spooky, the back-to-school minis, the It's October Witches, and the Spooky Shimmers Paste Palette. Those are all in last chance. Once they're sold out, they are gone. So get those while you can. And then also, just a reminder, we do have the Designer Access Pass for $9.99. So if you've ever thought about becoming a designer and want to get the 40% off your products, you can join for $9.99. So if you want more information about that, put pass in the comments, and I can send you more information about that. Let me take you off of that. Let me take you to me and get me down here where I need to go. I should be live again Wednesday, 7:15 p.m. Central Time. The weekend is again a little up in the air. Sorry, my September is crazy. It's my birthday month. I have some family that might be coming into town to Western Kansas this weekend, so I may be going out there, but I should be live again on Wednesday, 7:15 p.m. Central. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening, and if you are watching later, thank you for watching the replay. I greatly appreciate your support. I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you later.